definitely make that an episode. Maybe the next one we'll make that.
Okay.
Episode 10. We're rolling.
I'm literally just a girl.
Hey guys,
welcome back. Hope you guys liked last week's episode. It was so fun. Oh my god, I was cracking up. Dude, I had this face on the first one that I read off on the We Listen and We Don't Judge, when I was like, oh, they really love the pod. I'm like, why did I say it that way?
What part?
I was like, the beginning, when I was like, I said, we really, like, someone wrote in, I really love the pod. And you were like, but. And I'm like, oh, there's no but. But I'm like, why did I say it so, like, nasty? I'm like, I look like,
you didn't.
I feel like I had like a straight up skank face.
No, I don't think. Well, the reason why I asked that was because the whole point of that was like, we listen, we don't judge. So I thought they were going to roast us.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be like, I love the pod, but like, you guys are fucking annoying. Something, you know? So I was like, wait, what is the catch here?
Yeah.
You're like, no, she just said she loves us.
No, it was good. I was cracking up so much. I really enjoyed filming those 2 episodes last week.
It was so much fun.
It was so
much fun. Please excuse my voice, you guys. I'm like getting over a bad cold. I'm on the end of it though. I've done it all. I've had an IV. I have done everything. I feel better, but I'm still just like so congested.
Yeah. Who did you get? You think you just got it from the holidays? Being around family and stuff?
Everyone was sick, and I mean everyone in my family around me was like sick, and I was like, I know it's gonna happen because my immune system is so low. I always get sick, or I don't always get sick, but anytime someone is sick around me, like Blake's sick, I'm sick the next week. He was feeling a little under the weather, and I was like, it's coming for me. I know it is, and then of course it happened. But I'm okay with it because I'm glad I'm like kicking this out of the way before like my birthday and for the wedding. Yeah. So I'm like, I only get sick every like 4 or 5 months, honestly. So I'm knocking this one out, and I'll be good.
I was actually thinking about your birthday yesterday. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, Hannah's birthday is coming up.
Me too. You know why? Because it's been a year since we got our piercings.
Yeah, I can't believe you still have yours.
You took yours out?
Girl, it was nasty.
You took it out?
It was pussy and like, oh my God. I don't think I told you I had it and I loved it, but it kept getting infected. And one day, dude, I'm like, why is it hurting so bad? And I looked in the mirror and I was like, babe, can you look at my earring? And when I went like this, I swear to God, there was a hole. It was like this big. It was, I guess, a keloid, or what do they call it?
Keloid. It's when you get like a skin lump, like that starts to develop.
And it was like, it literally looked nasty. Like,
what?
Like a sphere, and like goo was coming out. And I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God. I was like, literally
you didn't even text me.
No, and I was like, no, I can't fucking do this anymore. And I cleaned it. And then I was like, okay, it's going to go down. And it went down. And then it started back up again. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Well, were you doing the saline every day? Exactly.
Not every day. Were you doing it every day?
I skipped a few. I'm not going to lie. But my sister, who remember she went with us, she was like, Hannah, you have to do the saline. I'm telling you, that's the only way that you're going to keep it clean and it heals right. She's like, every single night you need to do the saline. So I would, but I'd run out and I'd go like a day or 2 without it, but then I'd start back up because it would start to hurt again. Yeah. So I did. And there was a couple times it did hurt, and my sister gave me this medication that you like put a gel you put on top, and it heals it up the next day. I could have given you that.
Yeah, I should have texted you.
Yeah, you have to use the saline for like 6 months religiously, and now I'm okay. Like, it's been a year officially.
Well, then afterwards we did it. Okay, so like when I went to go get this done with you, I did no research, and then later I'm doing research on TikTok, and they're like, yeah, by the way, that piercing takes 9 months to heal. And I was like, fuck this.
And what's crazy is yours wasn't even up here. Yours was down here.
Yeah, well, no, mine was like right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yours was a little higher.
So yours was technically, it was a cartilage, which
it was
a year to heal.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking at yours, and I've been wanting to get my 3rd one done, so maybe we do that.
That's easy, because that's like this part. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should totally do that this year.
Again, let's make it a tradition.
You were the only friend that was down to go get piercings. Everyone else was like, count me out.
Fun.
It was so much fun.
I was scared shitless, but it was fun. I was like, wow, I did this.
It was so easy though, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad. Like, I would do it again. I think it's obviously like what they say, it's worse after just because of the maintenance. You do have to maintain it. And I did not.
Sleeping was terrible too. I had to get like a donut pillow from Amazon, which saved my life. I still sleep with it every night. I take it on planes. I take it everywhere with me now. I think
also that piercing, next time I would go with a smaller piercing to start or something, because it kept turning and then it would pull when I would take a shirt off or something.
But you also didn't go get it sized down. Remember, you had to go get it sized down. Like,
no, I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did go take it sized down.
You did? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did, because I remember
it is annoying though, because hair does get like stuck on it.
I have to sneeze.
Oh, I'm right there with your sister. I've been sneezing all day.
Fuck, it went away. Damn it.
Don't blame me. I didn't get you sick.
No, not the sick. I hate when my sneezes go away. But yeah, guys, we're going to update you guys on our Christmas, and then we're going to talk a little bit of pop culture, and we'll go into our New Year's resolutions.
New Year's plans.
Yeah, but, and our little resolutions. But, all right, how was your Christmas? You ended up hosting, right?
Great. Yeah, I hosted Christmas. We had everyone over. I made homemade waffles with my waffle maker. Blake got me this, like, really nice all-cloud waffle maker, like 2 years ago for Christmas, and I've honestly only used it like twice. And this is like the third time I used it. The waffles are amazing. I made waffles. We made breakfast tacos. My dad and my sister stayed the night with us and helped me in the morning.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it was so cute. And like Emma got up really early, and I had we put out cookies for Santa. And I had Blake, like, as soon as she went to bed, I had Blake take a big bite out of one of the cookies and chug the milk and pretend that Santa obviously ate the cookies. And I sprayed glitter everywhere. And I wrote a note from Santa to her. It's just so fun sweet. Doing all of that. It's just so much fun. And so we hid all the presents, and then in the morning, once she went to bed, we put out all the presents under the tree. So she was like, how did Santa fit all of this into the house while I was sleeping? Like, just seeing their look on their face is so cute. And we had a great Christmas. So much fun.
Gosh,
staying in our PJs.
So sweet.
Yeah, it was so much fun. How was yours?
It was good. Did you, what did Blake get you for Christmas?
That I'm gonna save for the Patreon, because it's something I would be giving away a big secret.
Okay.
So I'm gonna save it for the Patreon.
Okay.
But it's
now
really
I really
cool.
want to know.
Really cool.
Did he like your gift?
Yes. I bought him a saxophone.
Yes, the saxophone.
He would not put that shit down. Like,
oh my God, stop. You should have sent us
it was like 4 hours there. I was like,
recording.
okay, can we stop? I'm just kidding. No, he's so good at it. He was like playing Careless Whisper, which is like one of our favorite songs. He learned it really quick, and he was playing that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
He was so good at it. What else? We got his mom and I, we kind of like combined forces on getting him a few things that he needs, like a new suitcase for our honeymoon and stuff. Okay. The one that like rolls around and spins and stuff. So he needed that.
Girl, that's like the best fucking investment. A suitcase?
Right? Right?
No, dude.
We were like stumped on what to get him for Christmas.
Suitcases are the best.
Yes, and then it occurred to me, I was like, wait, we're planning this honeymoon trip. We're going to Europe. We need a new suitcase, because he uses one of his mom's older suitcases because we don't travel a lot. We only travel maybe once or twice a year, like taking a plane trip. So he uses his mom's suitcase, and it's like an old one with only 2 wheels. Yeah. And it's just it's terrible to like take around the airport. So I was like, oh my God, he would love a new suitcase. And he was so excited when he opened that shit. Yeah. That's like it's like adulting, right?
It
is. You get so excited to get a suitcase.
It's so like great to have like a good one. Like,
it is. It really
we
is.
travel like with, Moss and stuff. We've been traveling we travel at least, I want to say 3 to 4 times a year. This year we traveled like, when we go back home, I think like 5 or 6 times. And dude, like, I bought myself a new carry-on, and I love my carry-on now. But we need good suitcases. I'm like, I need like good suitcases, because nothing's worse. You're already, dude, I'm a big anxious traveler, like on an airplane. I'm already sweating. I already have a ton of bags on me. And if my suitcase is not doing what I needed to do, I'm in a fucking full-on panic mode.
Same.
So that's a great gift. No, that's nice.
Yeah, it was fun. What was y'all's?
It was good. So, Gabby and Izzy went back to visit family, and then Art and Britt went too. And so we stayed, and Aurelia had invited us to go over to her brother's, but I know she had like different family like plans too. So I was just like, well, I really don't know what time she's going to go over. So I had told Chris, I was like, baby, we'll just do something, me and you, like, just really sweet. It was like so nice. We didn't get to eat ham on Thanksgiving, because when we had our Friendsgiving, Gabby cooked ham, but we had so much food that day that I didn't even really like eat it.
Yeah.
And I'm a big ham person. Like if there's ham, I typically only eat ham. And then when we went to our families for Thanksgiving, his mom made a ham, but she like messed it up because apparently you're not supposed to put real pineapple in it because it makes it the ham consistency like mushy. Like the canned pineapple is good, but if you start putting like fresh pineapple, it will make it mushy. And she did it twice, so she ruined 2 hams that way. So we didn't get to eat ham. So I was like, babe, we'll cook. So I made a ham, and then Chris made his truffle corn. We made mashed potatoes. I got the sweet Hawaiian rolls because I freaking love those. We opened a bottle of wine, and yeah, it was really nice. We like watched movies and just like relaxed, and it was really nice. Like I literally did nothing on Christmas Day either. Like we were just there at home. We didn't buy like I told you, we don't buy each other Christmas presents. And right now we didn't have the budget. But I was like, we were at Target or something. We were leaving somewhere, and we had to stop by Target. And I, like, the day before Christmas, and on the 23rd, I think. And I was like, hey, let's just stop by Target real quick. I need to get something. And I was like, and let's just buy each other, like, a $20 gift. Like, something that, you know, like, reminds you of me or something that reminds me of you. And I'm like, something, like, cute and sweet. So he was like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. Like, we'll have 30 minutes. I'll go on my side and you'll go. And it was fun just, like, trying to, like, oh, my God, I don't see what I'm going to get you. And so he got his and I got mine, and we opened them. And I got him these little mustache clippers because he's been using my little eyebrow scissors. Oh my God. So I was like, oh, he needs his own manly scissors. So I got him for him, and then I got him The Rock, you know, has this whole collection, the Papatui or something, Papatua at Target.
What is it?
Like men's stuff, men's grooming stuff.
Oh, okay.
But he has this like tattoo balm, and I thought it was really nice. I'm like, oh, for his tattoo, like it'll shine. It's supposed to like make your tattoo shine and deepen the color. So I was like, oh, this is a cute gift. That's and like it was like small. It was like $20. So I got him that, and he got me the Magnolia record player because he knew I'd been wanting a record. I was like, this was
right. Maybe he listened to the pod.
Yeah, I was like, this was not $20. He was like, it was a little over, but I saw it, and I knew you've been wanting it, so I got it for you. I was like, this is so sweet. Yeah, it was so sweet.
That's a good hubby.
And it has the record player. It has for Bluetooth and for the radio, so it's really cool. Nice. It's really, really cool. So yeah, it was really nice and chill. Like obviously I missed my family. Like I wish I would have been there, but I FaceTimed Kylie, and she was trying on all her dresses that she got, and it was fun. But hopefully next year we'll be with all our family.
I watched Bad Moms Christmas.
You did? I did. That was for your first time, right?
The first time.
What did you think? We watched it on Christmas Day. It's my go-to.
Because after we opened up all of our gifts and stuff, Emma wanted to go over to her Nana's house, so she went over to Nana's house and hung out and played with all of her gifts, and Blake and I just had some time at the house, like downtime, after he finished playing the saxophone for an hour. We just watched movies, and we put on Bad Moms Christmas. He was like, he doesn't like cheesy movies. I don't either, honestly, but I was like, let me see what Jasmine's talking about. So I was like, I'm going to put this movie on. Jasmine said it's really good, and he was like, okay. So we put it on, and he was like, you know when you put on one of your shows or some stupid show like Love Island, and they're like, that's so dumb, and he's like on his phone, but he's like low-key watching the whole time. He was like that. He was like cracking up when the mom
the mom, the waxing, everything
with the Hispanic boyfriend. She's like, hi, nice to meet you. He's like, this is it's like I'm literally your son-in-law, but okay, nice.
We were literally in the car together.
Yeah. We were just in the car together, but okay. Yeah. He was cracking up.
Yeah, it was fun. It's funny. It's funny. It's like it's like you know, dumb funny, but like no, dude, like the other girl, she cracks me up. The one with the mom that comes only for the money, dude. Like it's just like so funny. And then like the guy that's like the stripper, and like the whole time that she's walking is not sad. And she's like the way she's saying things. Like Chris cracks up the same time like every year. But I save that movie so we can rewatch it every because I love it. I just think it's so funny.
And what's really funny is our phones just listen to us. Yeah. So I was on TikTok later on in the day, and one TikTok came up, and it was behind the scenes of that movie, and they improv'd so much stuff.
Oh, like, really?
Yes, they literally improv'd so much stuff. Like it was talking. this is explicit. I'll have to save it for Patreon. But that one part where they're talking about like foreskin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, they improv that whole thing. Yeah, it was not in the script. And how did Kristen Stewart like not bust out laughing? Like she's like, okay, she's like, I'm never wearing this sweater ever again. Do you remember that?
No.
It might be a deleted scene. I'm gonna send it to you because it was hilarious.
It might be because I'm like, wait, no, I don't know.
No, it might be a deleted scene. It was so funny,
dude. The part where the mom is like watching them have sex. Have you seen the movie? And then she's like, wow, honey, he's bigger than your daddy was. I'm like, the audacity of this woman.
It's so funny because there are like mother-in-laws like that, like helicopter just over everything.
Oh my gosh, just that is like, no,
it's such an exaggeration, but it's like kind of funny because you know that there's crazy mother-in-laws.
There's crazy mother-in-laws like that. It's crazy.
It was a good movie though.
It's a good, okay, good.
Yeah, it was so much fun and we had fun watching that.
Okay, good.
It was cute. You
What's-
didn't watch Beyonce, right? Did you watch Beyonce Bowl?
No, I did not. No.
Did you, Gabby? No. You didn't? Okay, it was good. It was streamed on Netflix.
Yeah, it was just about her during the Super Bowl or what?
No, she did the halftime performance for the Texans game here in Houston. And Blake was like, a week before Christmas Day, he was like, hey, do you want to go to the Texans game on Christmas Day? I was like, no.
A lot of people went.
So many people went that I knew. I have this thing, I just feel like, I know people that are big sports fans are going to hate me saying this. I just feel like Christmas should be reserved for nothing but like family and staying home. I just feel like, why are you going to sit around the TV and watch football when it's time to like hang out with the family? All these football players, imagine them. The holidays, Christmas Day, they're spending in a hotel, practice, they're going in the locker room. I'm sure they enjoy it because they like the sport, but do you know what I mean? I just feel like it's
absolutely.
A holiday that
I agree with you.
for family. So
that's how I feel about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving football is such a thing.
Yeah, it's such a thing.
And I get it. Like, look, we're in Texas. We're in the South. Football is a big thing. I totally get it. But I was like, absolutely no, I don't want to go. I want to be home with you. Yeah. I want to relax. I want to celebrate Christmas at the house, relaxing. And he's like, okay, yeah, me too. He's like, fuck that. I don't want to go anyway. And then I saw Beyonce was performing the halftime. I was like, oh my God. I like Beyonce. She's great. And it was so good. Like, she did so good.
I saw the performance a little bit on TikTok, and then I really love that her daughter is up there.
Yeah.
I like her daughter a lot.
And she's gotten so good
she's gotten
the years.
Really good. I love it. So I used to be like the biggest fan of Beyonce growing up, like very big fan. And I don't know, something about her recently just like rubs me the wrong way. But I don't know if it's because like she's so like reserved that I want to like, I just want to slap her and be like, what the fuck is your opinion on things? Because I feel like Beyonce, I will say, is one of those people that is very cautious about everything that comes out of her mouth. Everything that she does is very like thought out. So I'm like, I don't think people ever really know people don't know who Beyonce really is other than an artist. Like all her personal stuff is like not out there. And I think that's where I'm like it rubs me like I get a weird sense. And then one thing that I recently saw was like the fact that the only reason she endorsed Kamala was because of that paycheck. Did we talk about it on here?
We did.
Okay, so like, I'm like, would you have really endorsed her if you weren't getting paid? Probably not, right? But I'm like, but then her mom made it like a whole scene or whatever. I don't know, just like, then the whole Jay-Z stuff with, you start to wonder like how much involvement have you had in that? Like you hope to God none because you have daughters and stuff, but we're about to talk about another celebrity who's been doing the same shit. So it's like, I don't know. I think I'm one of those people that I have never hardcore loved a celebrity. Like I like them, whatever, but I'm not like, I've never been like a diehard fan. Like if you were like, go to Beyonce for free, I'd probably be like, I'm fine. Like, I'm just, like, not, but I'm just not that.
I respect that.
Involved in any celebrity's life like that. Like, I just don't. But, I mean, I saw the performance, and it was good.
So good. Blake was like, she's lip syncing. I was like, no, the fuck she's not.
No, I don't think she was.
Absolutely not. Not Beyonce. Her voice is incredible.
She's a great performer.
Oh, my God.
She's a great performer. As an artist, I think she's great.
She's amazing.
But, that's it.
Beachella, I was like, My favorite thing, Solid Core. You know, I have a membership to Solid Core. Every year, Steph, my favorite instructor, she does a Beyonce, a Beachella themed class, and I'm the first one to book that. It's so much fun. Yeah, like her Coachella performance she did a couple years back, actually a few years back. It's on Netflix. It's so good because she had a whole live band.
Oh, dang.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my God. Good? Have you seen it, Gabby? No. It's so good.
Okay, I need to watch it.
And I like personally, I kind of resonate with what you're saying. Like I know I obviously don't sympathize with her like on a personal level. I don't really know what she's up to. Obviously, Jay-Z's kind of under heat right now for the whole Diddy situation. I just try and put all that aside.
He doesn't know him though.
Yeah. I know. It's sus, right? It totally is sus. But I just put that aside because I'm like, her work, her art is so incredible. She's so talented. She is literally probably the most talented person. Like, I'm going to say something I'm going to get hate for it too. Taylor Swift, right? She has her diehard Swifties, okay?
Don't talk to me about Taylor Swift.
Okay, so you agree. Well,
Taylor Swift is... Oh my God, I can't even say it because I just can't because people are going to come at me.
She's undeniably very talented as a artist, as a writer. She writes all of her songs.
As a writer.
Correct.
As an artist, no.
So what I'm trying to say...
girl is not, no.
What I'm trying to say is Beyonce may not be writing every one of her songs, but she can outperform Taylor on any given day.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? That's what I mean by like her showmanship and her artistic ability to sing every note on the scale and hit every single beat. Like Beyonce is so insanely talented.
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot of the stuff she does. You know, like politically, like we talked about stuff like that. But her talent is completely undeniable.
Yeah.
On the other hand, like Taylor, I love her song lyrics and stuff. Would I pay thousands of dollars to go see her in concert? No.
Absolutely not.
I just don't like...
Where's her range?
She's so she's talented as a writer.
Yeah.
But that's like, I just wouldn't go and I would enjoy a Beyonce performance much more than a Taylor Swift concert, right? Because I just feel like... And look, I'm not a dancer. I'm not a singer. Don't put me up there with the mic. Taylor's going to outperform me. But I'm just saying, like, to be selling out these arenas and have these insane, like, you're a billionaire now just from touring, basically. Like, these girls are spending thousands of dollars to go see you perform a 3-hour show. It's amazing, yes, but it's just, like, I don't think she can sing and dance, to be very honest with you.
No. I completely agree with the Beyonce thing. Like I said, like, I... don't think I'll take it back that I don't like Beyonce. I think the fact, like I said, I don't think it's necessarily that I don't like her. I just think it's weird because I can't sympathize with her because Beyonce is so like hidden, right?
Yeah.
But talk about Beyonce when I was fucking 15 she came out with Ave Maria. I don't know if you ever heard that. Like I used to play her song religiously when I came home from school on my freaking big cube computer on what was the music thing? What was it called? That music download thing.
Oh, was it LimeWire?
LimeWire. I would LimeWire her music. Where is Taylor's diversity music? There's none. Taylor is Taylor because she is a white woman.
Oh, the Swifties are gonna come for you, girl.
She's a white woman.
You better watch out.
And that's why she's famous.
I feel like she
has talent.
Also ranges. You have
she
to
does.
think. Like,
I would.
Her fans range like little girls.
Yeah.
Like literally all ages. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's what makes her different. Beyonce, it's gonna be like a certain age group typically.
True. She's not gonna have a young.
Taylor Swift is like literally everybody.
Right.
It's like kids, adults.
Oh, and I will say like Enchanted is one of my favorite songs. I will just say that like the way she makes like this. I see all these TikToks of little girls literally crying over her, and it's just like, it does warm my heart. Like, oh, you just love her music and what she's done. Like, I will say, and like, I'm thinking of one of my best friends, Rose, who like is a diehard Swiftie. She's gonna be crying listening to this. Like, I will commend her songwriting ability. Like, it is amazing the way she's written these songs since she was itty bitty on a little guitar. It's very talented in that way. I just don't. Beyonce in a room versus Taylor Swift is put them on a mic with no music, like Beyonce's gonna outperform her anytime. That's all I have to say.
Not only that, so another artist I was gonna bring up, which I would like for Beyonce to do this because I think her fan base would even grow more, is like I love Jennifer Lopez, but all her documentary that goes behind like all the work that she puts in. I'm not talking about Jennifer Lopez. Like, there's a lot of things Jennifer Lopez does that I'm just like, okay, girl, get it together. But when it comes to her work ethic, Jennifer Lopez has an amazing work ethic.
Have you seen Hustlers?
Hustlers, all her movies, her music. Like, if you have not watched the documentary of her on Netflix, you should, because it really digs deep on, like, when she did the halftime show, when we were going through all the hard stuff, like, she's not scared to make a statement, and like her work ethic shows, like she's a great dancer. I'd have to compare. I'm not comparing her to Beyonce's singing abilities because, you know, I'd have to really listen to side by side, but
no one beats Beyonce.
No, but she's great. And I think she just has more depth to her, where I just feel like Taylor has no depth. But I've just never been a Taylor Swiftie girl, and I think it's because I can't resonate with her. I'm a Latina. I was always like, I grew up in a school where there was all white people. Like, I never fit in, and Taylor Swift I'm not Taylor Swift's audience. Like, let's just say it. I'm not. And so I get it. Like, her range, like Abby said, is a lot of young white women, little girls, and she's a prime example of they can be this grand thing, and she sells like a dream, versus Beyonce is more of like an artist.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
For sure.
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. You can't tell me in a million years that girl. It just yeah.
Let's move on before you get canceled by the Swifties.
I can't do it. All right, so we're gonna talk about the Kim K thing because we're talking about artists, right? So let's just go ahead and go it.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian came out with the music video "Santa Baby."
Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay.
We're gonna have I feel like we're gonna have a very different opinion on this because you sent us a TikTok. Mm-hmm. You tell me what was your interpretation of the music video?
Okay.
Did you watch it?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did not watch it. I could not watch it.
Oh, okay. Okay, go on. You tell me. I'll tell you.
I have always been a big fan of Kim. You know that. Chris knows that. But this video, I can't do, I think what it's called, blasphemy? What is it called?
Blasphemy?
Uh-huh. Is it blasphemy? Okay. It's where you take religious things and turn it kind of like a joke, right? And I don't understand what the freaking purpose of this video was. Why would you do that? I saw some clips of her like freaking on the ground and, you know, all these sorts of things, but I just could not watch it because something in me told me not to watch it. Like, something in me was like, don't watch that video. Like, don't watch it. I know Gabby watched it, and I want to get her opinion, too. But I just couldn't watch it, and I've just heard so many things. And I'm not disappointed because, girl, Kim Kardashian's always shocking us. But I just feel like it's part of something bigger than we really know. Because now I'm thinking, is this a humiliation tactic for her involvement with Diddy? Like, because the higher, you know, you hear all these fucking conspiracy theories and they have to go through this humiliation process so their dirty laundry doesn't come out. And now I'm thinking, is this part of her humiliation?
But why would she sign up for that if it's her exploiting her humiliation and being involved with Diddy? Like, what do you mean in regards to humiliating her?
People are saying that this is like she's humiliating herself on purpose. Like, she's doing this because the higher, and this is such a stupid conspiracy theory.
No, but it's interesting.
But I've heard it. So, like, this is not what I'm saying that I believe, okay? But this is a conspiracy theory that whoever's involvement, like the Illuminati or whoever, whatever thing there is, society that she's a part of, in order for her to prove herself, she's got to go through a humiliation thing. Who else just went through it, Gabby? Someone else just did it. Right?
I can't think at the top of my head, but if you go back, they usually do it at like big events.
Someone else did it.
The last one that I can just think of is like, I think John Cena at like a Grammys or something. He went out on stage with just like a jock strap or something.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
And they said the same thing.
So, like, this is her humiliation.
Like, her initiation into
to this
the
society.
Illuminati.
Yes. There. And you have to go through this humiliation thing. So, I think that's what she was doing. I mean, people are legit upset. They're canceling this freaking woman. I'm like, apparently the video did not even do well. Like, people were like, I don't know. What are your thoughts? I want to know. Because I didn't watch the video. I didn't watch it. So, do I need to watch it?
No, you're not going to like it. You're going to be like, it's on that frequency of smile. Like, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my honest opinion of it. Look, listen, I was an art major in college, okay? I have this, like, taking art classes really expanded my mind into interpreting art as very subjective to each and everyone's individual own thought process, if that makes sense. Okay?
Yes, 100%
okay.
it does.
Like, art is any form of self-expression is a form of art, right? Mm-hmm. Human feelings, putting it into a video is a form of art. Anything is a form of art. The reason why I think this video was created, and just so you know, like, Kim Kardashian didn't direct it. She starred in it, right? Mm-hmm. It was directed by 2 other directors and Travis Barker as well, who was a co-director in it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so you have to understand, like, yes, Kim K was in this video, right? But she didn't create the storyline in the back. If you watch the video, there's a lot of very, like, interesting, intriguing things kind of in the back of everything. And yes, Kim K is a star in it, but it's not like she wrote this out. Like, I want Mary in the back and I want this to symbolize this. Like, I highly doubt that her reason for, like, her intention wasn't to twist Christianity. I highly doubt that, okay? It might be, but I really doubt it. Like, I think Kim thrives in a shock culture type of environment, right? She does. Like, bad press is good press, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of art that is controversial to everyone's different subjective mentality of it. However you interpret art, everyone interprets it very differently, right? I think the way that she was trying to do this is just shock value. Like, it's very interesting if you watch the video, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not sitting there breaking down, like, the TikTok that you sent was like, it's basically demonic, like, making Christianity demonic, and like, it's basically trying to sexualize Christmas. Like, that may be someone's interpretation of it, but maybe that wasn't what they intended. Maybe they were just trying to create a masterful artistic video, right? That's what I see it as. I see it as very artistic, like, because you have to understand my brain works a little bit differently. Like, I studied Pablo Picasso's, like, Guernica piece. I don't know if you know what that is, but, like, in art, Pablo Picasso, obviously Picasso, everyone knows who that is. He created this stunning piece, and it's an anti-war piece, but a lot of people find it very disturbing, right? Mm-hmm. Some people interpret it as, like, there's a woman holding her dead child, right? Mm-hmm. It's an anti-war piece, so he's trying to say, like, war is awful. Why would humans want to fight to death, right? Mm-hmm. It's this huge, stunning piece, and I found it so fascinating in art school when I did, like, a dissertation on it, basically. But some people find it so disturbing, and they hate Picasso because he created this disgusting work of art that has symbols of death and destruction, right? Mm-hmm. But his interpretation, his meaning for it, his intention was to basically say, I don't like war. Mm-hmm. But there's beauty behind art, right? And there's some forms that are like, I just can't explain. Some people interpret things very badly, some people interpret them well. I think this was just an art piece that basically they're trying to make. Like, do you remember Kanye West's music video for, why can't I think of the name? But it had, like, Caitlyn Jenner and everyone, like, in bed. Donald Trump, I think, was in it. Do you remember that?
Yes, there's a conspiracy that's the bed of Diddy outside of his house that they would have orgies on.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Look at you guys are like, I told you, bitch, I told you. No, that's very interesting that you say. To be honest, I'm sure the Illuminati exists. I'm sure all these crazy conspiracies might have some truth to them. I just don't, to be honest, I don't see this video as like, I don't think there's some big meaning behind it. I don't think she would incriminate herself, like to involve herself with Diddy any more than they're already being.
You have to also understand that I completely get what you're saying, but everything Kim does, she knows about, and her mom knows about.
It's like, almost like if you kind of look back into the Balenciaga thing.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Like, it has to be approved by so many people. Like, think what you do. Like, you have to approve everything that's going to be in the background, especially for somebody like Kim.
Yeah.
So she, like you said, good publicity, bad publicity. Like, she knew it was coming.
It's all publicity. She knew it was coming. Like, I don't think she was like, oh my God, I was expecting people to love it. No, I know.
No, she wants to poke the bear.
Yes.
Like, they love that.
Like you said, she thrives under that.
Yeah.
But I don't think she was just like, oh, later on there was a cross behind me. No, I think everything is run by her and her team and her mom. Like, her mom's not going to put her out there, agree to make a music video if they don't know exactly scene by scene what's going to happen. Same with me. I'm a nobody, and if I agree to a shoot, I'm like, what am I going to sign up for? Tell me the concept. Like, I want to know what's going to go on. So I don't think that she was like blindsided. I didn't know that Travis Barker was one of them until recently too, the producers, and now I'm just like a little bit like, I can understand his darkness and like, you know, I get it. But I mean, I interpreted bad, and that said, I'm not like a diehard Christian. Like, you know, we haven't talked about religion on here, and I don't think we're gonna talk about religion. But I do see I did feel like personally there was mockery, so I can only assume people who are really diehard Christmas Christian fans, the mockery in there.
I see what you're saying though, Hannah, because one of the I think the main producer, she is like an art major. She has like art.
It's a vision.
Yes.
Right?
So I could only understand it if somebody came and broke everything down for me. Because some of the things are interesting, but then there is like somebody in the background praying right before she's crawling, and then she calls Santa daddy. I think so, like, certain things just don't add up.
Totally.
But if somebody broke it down like in an art way, then maybe.
Yeah. And I will say, like, I definitely need to say that, listen, I grew up as a Christian. I do believe in God. I believe in the sacredness of Christmas. I do. I don't believe that it should be sexualized in any way, shape, or form, right? That's a very sacred holiday. It originated as, you know, it's the birth of Jesus. That's the day that is what it is. So I will say I do not condone at all mocking Mary, Jesus, any of that, okay? But I'm just trying to see that viewpoint of like, why did they make this? I'm just trying to think to myself, like, going through art school, I read an article in Forbes, unhinged creativity builds cultural relevance, right? Like, I think that's all Kim ever tries to do, is like, she wants to provoke thought.
Yeah.
Just like we talked about the Diana necklace around her dress with her tits out, right? Like, obviously she's not trying to disrespect Princess Diana. I can't imagine she would. I think it's just a provoking thing that Kim likes to do.
No, and I really like the whole point of the podcast here, and like, I love having conversations like that because you have a different viewpoint than I do, and
I agree where you're coming from,
and I understand where you're coming from, like the art major stuff, and you know, we will never know, right?
Well, but we'll never know.
I do believe it. Everything we see is based on your own interpretation and what you're going through in life. That's just how it is. But, you know, it is a very controversial topic right now, and I do think, and Chris says it, and we've all agreed it, Kim is the person that likes to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as soon as her relevance is going down a little bit, it's back up.
And if you watched it, Macaulay Culkin's in the very end.
I know.
Did you see that part?
I saw that
I thought
part.
that's interesting because
That's so crazy. He was like, what the hell? He's in it? I'm like, yeah.
He's the face of Christmas, essentially, right? It's like him and Will Ferrell, Elf. Like, it goes back and forth. I thought that was interesting because I watched the video just without knowing any context. I didn't watch the TikTok yet. I watched it and I was like, let me see what I think of it. And when I saw the end, Macaulay Culkin was in it, I was like, oh my God, okay. Like, I think he's kind of, I don't imagine he's also in the Illuminati. Like, yeah, let's initiate you, Kim, to be honest. I think it's like poking fun at Christmas in a way, like all the things that involve Christmas. I think it's an art piece. I don't think there's any ill intent behind it on Kim's end. Just saying. I think maybe the director, maybe she has a little bit more meaning behind the whole like prayer and calling Santa daddy. That's weird AF. Like, I don't think you should be saying that in the video. But I doubt that Kim signed up for this and was like, yeah, let's poke fun at Christmas. Because, you know, like, and you did watch a show, or do you watch a show?
Which one?
Keeping Up with the Kardashians at all?
No, I watched like a few episodes, but
like I know like they say that they were raised Christian and that they pray and stuff. So I just highly doubt in her mind that she meant like very ill intent about it. But I thought the comments were hilarious. Let me read you some comments that were on the music video. I feel like I just watched a sex trafficking ad.
Oh my God.
Hollywood is hell. It's like walking into a Christmas meth house.
I did see that one somewhere.
Someone has attended way too many Diddy parties. So people are very much on your wavelength of like interpreting the video in a negative way.
The reason too, I'm a little bit like, I know this sounds like so, I just think we need to be woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit is happening in our faces and we can always say, oh no, but they didn't mean it like that. But I don't want like a year later to be like slapped in the face with something horrible when all the signs were there. You know, I just think Hollywood is getting darker and darker. And
Hollywood
darker.
is weird.
Like,
that's what they say.
It definitely is.
And I just like don't want to, I don't know, I just don't want to support that dark. I don't want to support people who are doing awful things to women and people who are okay with it. And I just like, I don't know, I don't want to fall into that world, and I don't want to fall into this like that. I guess that's why I'm not big on celebrities, because I don't want to fall into this like fake facade of like, wow, they live this life, and I want like, I don't feed into that, you know, and I don't want to feed into that. So anytime I see like, okay, these are they're signs, like it's art. So you either interpret it as art or signs.
I believe there's definitely some cryptic meaning behind it too.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'm like, it's there, guys, like. And I just like, I don't know. It's just like one of those things where I'm like, I want to support good things. I don't want and people who do good things. And why? Like my thing is like, Kim has such a big platform. Why didn't you spend the time showing a video of you giving back? Or like, you know, like that's what I think about. Yeah. It's at the end of the day, she is a person who's a little bit, I mean, Kim, I think she's very selfish. She's a selfish being. There's only one way you could be a mom of fucking 4 and still going doing all this stuff. Like she's selfish. I'm not saying selfish is a bad thing. I'm just saying she's selfish.
You have to be selfish sometimes to get to the top.
Exactly. But she wants to be at the top, and I get it. That's her goal. But I don't know where I was going with that. I just lost my train of thought.
Like Hollywood is very cryptic.
Yes, so I get that she's there and that's what she wants and that's okay. Like, but this One Piece baby girl, I do not agree with. I was not happy about, because I am like, I do like her, and I like, babe, I can't tell you how many times I defend her against Chris, because there's so many, and Gabby knows it, because Chris cannot stand her, and a lot of the men that I know cannot stand her, and I stick up for her, but this one I won't stick up for her. I won't. All right. Enough of her.
I do have a question though. Like, how do you feel about like Pamela Anderson? Do you know much about her?
No.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What did she do or what?
Well, no, she's not. She didn't do anything. I just think I did see her in a recent interview. It was Actors on Actors, and she was talking to an actress who I can't think of her name right now, but she's in this movie Anora, which is, have you heard about that?
No.
So there's an actress, a new movie called Anora, and I haven't seen it, but it's on my list to watch. And she plays a sex worker. And allegedly the movie is like extremely graphic, and people are giving the director a lot of backlash and saying like, why would you create a film this explicit, I guess. and they were in an interview, Pamela Anderson and the other actress who is the main actress that plays the sex worker in Honora, and she was basically, Pamela asked her like, oh, well, how was it working with your intimacy coordinator? And she was like, we didn't have one. I didn't want one on set. I wanted it to be like as like authentic as possible, or whatever she said. And people in the comments were like, oh my God, Pamela's face. Coming from someone like Pamela Anderson, who, I don't know if you know anything about her, but she had this crazy sex tape with Tommy Lee. Mm-hmm. No? Okay, well, I'll have to catch you up on all that. But she's pretty controversial herself, right? So it was interesting to see Pamela's face when the actress was like, no, we didn't have an intimacy coordinator. Mm-hmm. And people are like, well, like, why would you have an intimacy coordinator? And why would Pamela be shocked by that when she already has a lot of shock value as it is? She had a whole sex tape that came out, right?
So what was an intimacy
coordinator?
Yeah.
So on sets nowadays, when there's any sort of sex scene involved, you are generally supposed to hire, as a producer, a intimacy coordinator who is someone who is there on set and make sure that everyone is comfortable with exactly what's happening.
Right.
Like
okay.
making sure they're okay, they don't feel like you're going past a boundary they don't want to go. And so every set is now supposed to kind of have an intimacy coordinator. That's like a thing. And she didn't want to have one on set.
Okay.
So I guess people are just wondering, like, why would you subject yourself to making scenes like that? And it was just interesting to see.
The actress?
But yeah.
But the actress was in Pam.
No, it was the other one in Honora. I'll update you on that. I'll send it to you. But
see, I feel like for me, for films, like, I understand the graphic of films. I think films are great to make because they provide a message if it's done properly. Like, some films are just a lot more graphic.
Yeah.
Like, some films, I don't know what they were made for. Like, I just watched Saltburn, and I don't know why. I watched it because Chris is like...
It's art, Jasmine. It's art. Him dancing around naked is art.
I know that it was like, it was weird. I'm glad I watched it. I love movies that like provide a message or like are like just it makes you think like what it was this for or whatever. But everyone like hyped Saltburn up and everyone said it was like disturbing in some ways and stuff. I actually like watching things that are disturbing a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, fuck am I watching this? But I like it. Like, Chris, like, I'm not watching that with you. I'm like, I'm not asking you to. I'll watch it by myself. Go game. He's like, are you really gonna watch that film? There's like stuff there that I've heard is nasty, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna watch it. Like, I want to watch it. You don't have to watch it. And so I'm not opposed to film being done a certain way when it comes to movies, but I guess the Kim thing is different. Anyways, yeah. You need to catch me up on Pam.
She's very interesting, and she does no makeup now. Like, she does every interview, everything she does is no makeup, and she's stunning. She's incredible. I think she's great. I just thought it was kind of interesting to see people's comments saying like, you're a very sexualized figure, so why are you critiquing someone else for choosing to not have an intimacy coordinator, basically. Yeah. It's kind of what the storyline was, and I just wanted to know your take on that. But
well, I think okay, I wonder if like Pam was like just kind of concerned with the woman, like, oh,
yeah,
she was safe,
she
like
was.
just as the safety thing.
That's what it was.
I don't think that she was judging the woman.
No.
I think it was like, oh, you need to be careful, kind of like, oh, you didn't have one, like.
But people in the comments were like, who the F is Pamela to say that when
Why?
You'll have to see, she was like a on Playboy magazine.
But that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but other people are saying like, well, you show your body everywhere, so why would you care, basically? Is kind of what people were saying.
People are dumb. Like, people
For sure.
I'm like, that has nothing to do with her showing her body and her being concerned. She wasn't like concerned like, oh, she's showing too much. She was probably concerned like, hey, you never know in those situations if someone does something you don't want.
Yeah.
Maybe because she was in a porn industry or did make that video, she knows of like things going south or whatever. So, I mean, people, the thing is like, please, if you're listening to this episode, like exactly everything we're talking about, take social media with a grain of salt and digest things that are going to bring you good energy, especially this upcoming year. And if you can't like deal with certain things or you need to unfollow certain things, because I'm telling you, I mean, there's all sorts of opinions everywhere, right? Like, you just got to make sure you take everything with a grain of salt because, yeah, like, social media is a great thing, but it'll also, like, just highlight some really bad shit. So, I'm just like, dude.
So is Kim canceled in your eyes?
No.
You're like, no, I don't like her anymore?
No, she's not. People make mistakes. Okay.
So can you tell me about Heretic? What is this that you're telling me to watch?
Okay, so Gabby and I watched it. So it's a thriller, horror, but it's not really a horror. It's more of a thriller.
What is it on Amazon?
It was on the theaters. It just came out, so it's on Amazon Prime. So I don't know if you ever saw the commercial. It follows these two Mormon girls who go knocking to house to spread the word of God. And they go into this one house. I'm not going to tell you too much about it because obviously I don't want to give the storyline away. But they go into this one house and it's a man. And the way they go into it is like just really interesting. And they basically get stuck in this man's house. And it is just such a great... First of all, it was filmed really great. It like leaves you so interested the whole time. If you are a die-hard Christian, you might get upset in certain episodes because this film is made like these two Mormon girls are preaching about God. This guy questions them because he studied all the religions. Mm-hmm. So it's basically him challenging these girls, like, let's challenge your faith. And so it's just really interesting to hear his viewpoints on these religions. And the director had to know, like, whoever wrote this film, like, all these religions. And, like, it just has a really good storyline about belief. It has a really good storyline about what you believe. Like, we had a whole 30-minute conversation afterwards about religion and about our views on religion. Yeah. So it's just like, you don't expect what's gonna happen, and then the ending is like very unexpected as well. So it just is very like, it's a great watch. Like, you guys need to watch it. Like, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, like, just watch it. I think I want to hear your take on it.
I would love to, because Blake and I, we love, and look, we both are like, I'm not Mormon. Mm-hmm. I'm a believer in God, period. Mm-hmm. Jesus, that is what I believe in. But when it comes to, we like provoking thought, and I always want to hear out what other people have to say. Mm-hmm. What is their thought process? What is a Buddhist's thought process? Mm-hmm. What makes them believe this, right? What is a Muslim's thought process? I'm very intrigued by religions. It's interesting to me. So I think we would really love to watch that and pick it apart.
What's your take on it?
No, same thing. I don't want to give too much away, but I mean, if you're provoking thought and religious and you like thrillers, like, this is for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not horror, it's a thriller.
It's a thriller. It's not horror.
Okay.
Like, it's not like, it's not like a horror.
Yeah.
It's like a thriller. Like, it has you on your toes the whole time because you're just like, it's just so interesting. And like the way that like they interact, because it's two girls and the guy, and the questions he asks and their answers, and like everything. You're going to be at this one part where you're going to be like, what the hell? Like, what? And then you're like, oh, I thought I caught on to that.
Did it make you like question everything?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not comfortable sharing my
That's
religious stuff because I just don't. I'm working on it, and I don't, So, but it's great. I love hearing. I'm the same way. Whatever it is, like, right now with like the Kim K, I love listening to other people's perspective. Like, that's what life's about. You don't have to agree. That doesn't mean like, oh, you changed my mind. No, I might still think what I think, but maybe I might not be as hard on it.
Yeah.
But like, I love watching things like this. Was like I'm so glad I watched it, and I highly recommend. I want you to like text the group chat after.
Okay.
Okay. You watched Gladiator.
I watched Gladiator too.
How was it?
Amazing. It was good.
I want to watch it.
Very good. We love like Roman Empire stuff. We love Gladiator 1. I've seen it a million times. But just watch it as a refresher, because Gladiator 2 does tie into the storyline.
Oh, okay.
It does. It was so good.
I haven't watched it because I'm like, here we go again. He's going to go into war, and then something's going to happen, and then the ending's just going to disappoint the fuck out of me. Like, that's, I don't like those. I'm like, oh my God.
It was good. Very good.
Very
just
good.
Watch the first one. Okay. That way you get a refresher. Because I was like, I had to pause it, and like Blake had to catch me up, like, you don't remember that guy? And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. Okay. So just rewatch it. I wish I had watched the first one again just to refresh. But it was very good. I will say, if I'm going to be really picky, I just like, I've never been the biggest Denzel Washington fan. I don't know why they picked him for this role. I wish they had picked like a Liam Neeson, like a more like mask, like big guy. And then the two brothers in this movie, one of the brothers is from White Lotus. Have you ever seen White Lotus?
Yes, their new season's coming out.
I put that on my list to talk about. I'm so excited. It's like February 14th.
But it doesn't look as good as the other two. The commercial, the trailer. I don't know. It might be good.
Yeah, because I didn't think the first one. I had to like convince Blake to watch White Lotus with me, and then we became obsessed.
Yes, we just started watching it because we were just like, oh, like we've heard great things. Let's watch it, and we watched it. And the season 2 was so freaking good. Oh my god, I loved it.
Yeah, I'm like literally trying to convince.
I don't even know what that show falls into because like it has like thriller. It has
it's like, a murder mystery. I guess it's like a murder mystery thriller kind of. But just the fact like they could be sitting around the table at breakfast talking about the stupidest thing, and you're just like,
oh my god, it's so a great show.
It's so good. So they filmed it at the Four Seasons in Florence, and I'm like trying to convince Blake to go.
Oh my gosh,
I'm trying to convince him.
Yeah, I'm excited for that season to come out too.
Oh my god, we cannot wait, and it's like in Thailand. I think it's based in Thailand.
Yeah, this one's based in Thailand.
So excited.
Yeah. We started watching The Walking Dead.
Blake has seen it. I have not.
It's so good.
It's good. He told me if there's too many seasons, it kind of just starts to get a bit repetitive and it falls off. So he was like, you're gonna like the first couple seasons, but he was like, you're gonna get bored of it.
That's what I did hear about some of it. But we're on season 2 right now, and it's really good. It's graphic AF. Like, I'm like, if I can see this, I can see the Terrifier 3, I think. Because... Is
that out yet?
Yeah, you can rent it already. But Walking Dead, I'm like, Jesus. I have to literally, there was one scene, I was in bed and I was like, ugh. Chris is like, babe, I'm like, ugh. Like, I was like, oh my God, I cannot. I'm like... and like even yesterday there was a scene and I'm like please tell me when it's done, please tell me when it's done. Like, I cannot, like it is graphic. I'm like, I don't know how they got these how they made this. Like it's just, but it's a great show.
Art.
The storyline art.
It is. I love movies. Right. I love movies so much.
Let's go into our New Year's stuff because we've been talking a lot. Okay, what are you doing tonight?
What am I doing tonight? The question is, what are you doing tonight? Are you going to come out with me? Because I have to convince you.
Well, I wanted to, Hannah was going to go out, and then she's like, we might go somewhere else with Blake. And I was like, well, if she just goes somewhere else with Blake, then I just want her to have her and Blake time. So, and I'm like, I'm not going to go without Hannah. And now Hannah's like, no, I am going to go. And
I'm sorry. I was trying to be honest with you too because
I know you were.
I didn't want to like tell you like, yeah, I'm going, and then I don't want to bail last minute. I'm not the type of girl to be like, I'm not going last minute. I don't want to do that to you. So I was like, I don't know. I'm still out talking to Blake. He kind of wanted to go out of town, go to Golden Nugget, and then we ended up just saying no. We're just gonna stay home. We're gonna rage tonight, and then we're gonna be off and chill and Uber Eats all day tomorrow. So
yeah, that's what we plan on doing too. So
and watch.
We're going out. We're still between Melrose and Seattle. Okay. So Melrose is a new spot here in Houston. I don't know because I ordered a dress from Baby Boo Fashion.
I love that place.
And I'm like, before Christmas, I was like, ooh, I weighed myself. I was like, I'm 125. I'm an extra small now. And then I ate all freaking week of Christmas. I had 8 of those rolls. 8 of those rolls all week. I ate almost the entire bundt cake that I made by myself those 3 weeks. That's why I can't, I don't like these things.
Our half marathons in 2 weeks.
Shut the hell up. Stop. I have not ran.
It is.
I'm gonna fucking walk that shit.
I'm gonna walk it too.
Because I can't, no.
Should we walk in pod?
We should walk in pod. Oh my God, that'd be a great, we'll have we'll have something here where we're like filming.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so I got an extra small, and yeah, girl, it was tight in my hips, and I was like, oh shit. And because I worked out and I've competed, my back is like a little wider. So like it zipped up to like half of like my lower back, and then it was like, no, bitch, this is not gonna zip up.
You're like white chicks. You're like, hold on.
I know, no, dude. Chris is like, babe, this is not gonna zip, and I'm like, oh my God. I didn't love the dress style either. Like, I didn't love it as much on my body. I'm
You
not
gotta
a
show it
big,
to
like,
me.
halter. Like, it had, like, this, like, a halter. But I don't know why, like, with my chest, I didn't like it. I love this one other dress from Baby Boo. But it was, like, $300. And I'm like, I do this all the time. I'm like, I buy a dress, I wear it once, and then it just sits there.
Me too.
So I have a black one that I have from Fashion Nova that I haven't worn. I made a video with it, but I still has a tag. So if I don't wear that, I did order 2 more from Fashion Nova. They got here yesterday, but I didn't try them on because I had my tanning.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like out the door this morning, so I haven't tried them on.
You have options.
So I have options.
It's gonna be really cold too.
I know, I
And we're
heard.
allegedly getting a freeze.
Shut up.
Yeah,
really?
someone, I don't know. I need to like fact check that, but someone at work was like, we're like getting a freeze like January 4th, maybe like a bad one, like the way we had a few years back. Were you here?
Yes, it was horrible.
Yeah, and it was frozen over like
All
bad.
right, my portable chargers are gonna be
Yeah,
charged.
yeah. So just saying, I don't know if that's really happening, but it
Downloaded
is going to be
movies.
cold this week.
Y'all can come over.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh my
that
God,
shit
yes.
was horrible.
Yeah.
But what are you wearing? You in black?
Little black dress.
Yes,
always.
are you? Yes, you're
Little black
you're
dress.
the
I'm
queen
always
of
in
the
a little black dress.
Yeah,
Who isn't?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the one you
Out
wore
me.
for?
No. I have another one. I'm obsessed with Opali. Their dresses. I have like.
You have the perfect body for Opali too.
Oh really?
Yeah, because you're height and everything. Like you're very Opali.
I'm short. I'm so
Yeah.
short. I have to get everything hemmed, but this one dress I have, it's similar to my birthday dress I wore last year, but it's long sleeve and it's really low cut, like down to here. But it's cute. It's short though, so
Okay.
I might wear it with like tights underneath
yeah.
and heels. We'll see, or
Yeah.
thigh high boots. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I have that one. I have a white one that's short, but it's kind of like gala themed tonight, so I don't want to be like too whorish looking. What are you gonna wear?
It's like a metallic gold halter low looking dress.
She got it at Windsor. It looks really good.
I'm so excited
Yeah.
to celebrate.
I'm excited. I want to go out. We went out for Izzy's birthday a little bit, but I'm like, I really just want to start the year. Like, I wanted to be out. Like, I'm just like, I want to be out and just with our friends. And like, I'm not trying to get wasted, but like,
No, I don't drink like that.
I know you don't
know
either.
that.
I know you don't either.
I can have such a good time without drinking. Like I'll have a drink to sip on, but honestly, a hangover ruins my day. So I can have such a good time without drinking.
yeah.
And
I
you
also
know,
don't wanna wake up
I'm the
hungover.
queen of spitting out my shots.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It should be fun. I'm like very looking forward to this upcoming year. Like I did my vision board already.
You did?
Yeah, but I want to like actually print it out and put it on a poster. But I did it, and I really wanted to focus on like the 4 areas of my life, like the career, physical, love, and was it my career? 2 or 3 parts. Oh yeah, career, which is like Moss kind of focused. I did like a pod one for the podcast, and then physical and.
What's your vision? Tell me.
So I feel like this year I wasn't so disciplined with my fitness stuff, which I'm not upset about.
But I think you competed the year prior, right? So I feel like you needed like some time to just.
No, I competed 2 years ago now.
Really?
I competed in this was 2024. I didn't compete in 2023. I competed in 2022.
Okay.
But typically it's like that. Like it's like the year right after competing, you're so like you so messed up because of body dysmorphia that you still stay on it for a little while. And then this year, I think because of that, like in the move and everything, like I just kind of took a step back from working out. But now I don't want to get back into working out in the sense of like bro gym anymore. I don't think I'm that person anymore. And I was actually having this conversation with Chris last night because there's a lot of things in my life right now that I need, like I know that needs work. And so physical being one, like not that I'm like upset with my body, but like just feeling better, being more disciplined, because when I'm disciplined with my physical activity, I'm disciplined everywhere else, right? Because it starts my routine. So I feel like this last month I really got into a routine. I started building it. And typically when you build a routine, it's going to take some time, a minimum of 2 weeks for you to make it a habit. So like, I'm really happy that I already kind of started that way going into the new year. Like, it's like, it won't be as hard. But I just catch myself like a lot like setting an alarm for 8 a.m. and then I'm like, no, fuck it. And I'll wake up till 10:30. And like Chris is already up by 8. So I should technically like be up, but I'm just like, no, it's fine. But then I catch myself being like stressed at night because I'm like, oh my God, I don't have enough time to do everything I wanted to do. And he was like, well, babe, you need to get the fuck up. Like, you need to wake up. And I'm like, oh, well, like, I've been so, like, I just get tired and I'm sleepy. He's like, everyone is sleepy. And he makes a point. Like, he's like, everyone is tired. You don't think everyone wants to stay in sleep? And I'm like, listen, I understand everything you're saying because I know that. Like, in my mind, I know that. But it's like, I'm not taking action into doing it. So going into this year, like, really setting up a morning routine and, like, waking up, setting up like whether it's like I do a class or I go for a walk in the morning to start my day and being more structured, because now that I have multiple things like the pod, Moss, my own personal content and my OnlyFans, like I have to be super structured or nothing gets done. Like I get overwhelmed and nothing gets done. So with that, I just want to be like better at having like a structure. And then I also run like the Moss team. So like Chris does all the back end stuff, and like obviously he's the CEO. I'm the CMO. So he's like the person like not the last minute, but like if I need like I don't know what to do, I go to him. So and he's really good. He's at the CEO's job, and we learned this at the expo we went to, is really to like see where the money needs to be going and where it needs to like dial it back in the sense. And I'm a big picture idea, and then he's very like, well, what's that going to cost? This and that. So it's really good. But I run Art, Britt, and Lexi. So like being as someone I've only ran myself and Chris together, now having to manage 3 people, it's been a challenge. So I've read a little bit, but I feel like I need to read more because I want to be a good leader. And sometimes like I can get very frustrated or upset, and I'm one of those people that it shows right on my face, right? And so like being better at controlling my emotions is something I've really been working on. The way I speak to them is also very important, because sometimes I can be a little snappy without trying to be snappy. My intent is to never come off snappy, but I come off snappy when I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Well, at least you recognize it, because some people don't recognize it, and then they just come across as a complete bitch, right? But at least you're like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. No, yeah. So
progress.
Like just being like better in that sense. Like I want to be a really good leader, a really good manager in that sense. And because I mean, this is all new to all of us, right? And like it's a challenge. Like running this company is a challenge. It's a challenge that we way over our heads. We're realizing yes, like we are. Like it's like not ashamed to say that. Like it's a lot harder than we ever thought it would be, and it's only going to get harder. And I would be lying if I haven't had the thoughts of, can I do this? Like I've had a lot of like, can we do this? Can I do this? Can I do this hard work, because it's going to be hard. And I've never been a person who's been afraid of hard work, but when it comes to this, it's very like this like overwhelming fear of hard work. It's like, I think because I know it's gonna be a long, hard.
Yeah, it's like daunting.
Yeah. So just like I'm really been like this last week sitting with myself and really realizing what I'm feeling, my thoughts and stuff, so that when I go into 2025, which is tomorrow, but I've already started this week, like really like ease myself and not just be like, oh, tomorrow starts, right? It's like, it's not like something, I don't think of it as someone temporary, because if you just, I'm not trying to burn myself out and be like, oh, it's gonna, in a month or two, like I'll have it all figured out. No, like I really want to build this like new lifestyle. And so those are some of the things I really want to work on. And also like myself, because I feel like working from home sometimes, I get up and like I brush my teeth, but like I'm just up already, I'm still in my PJs, and my PJs don't fucking match. It's a t-shirt and like fucking sweatsuit.
That's okay.
And then I work.
I look like Adam Sandler when I wake up too.
Oh, but I'm saying then I go and work on my laptop, and like it's just not cute. So I just need to like get up, get ready. Like it doesn't have to be a full beat. Just like, you know, like put a little bit more effort into myself. and then get to work. It's just, I'm not saying this because I'm really grateful for everything I have, but it does get overwhelming when it's like, okay, I got to get ready because I also need to film like, what I do in a day. And while I'm doing that, I'm like handling a business. And I have to make sure I press pause. And then after I'm done with every task of the day, now I have to go back and edit all that stuff because I do it all. Like I do all the social media stuff. And then I run my social media stuff. So it just gets to be a lot sometimes. So that's why going into 2025, I need better structure.
Okay.
So
you want to live the Delulu life, like, but reality. And I don't mean that in a negative way.
Yes.
I mean like you want to live like the dramatized like wifey life, right? And you want to like
wifey boss life.
Yes.
The boss
life.
That's literally my vision board is literally boss.
Yes.
It has to
saying
be.
this, by the way, I have Blake listens to so many audiobooks on being a leader and being a boss because, he's GM and he has so many books he could literally get, like David Goggins. Do you have heard of him?
Yeah.
He listens to all of these audiobooks and he comes home like, hey, did you know that there's 3 baselines to being a good boss and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like you would benefit off that so much. So we'll ask him later what books he suggests for you to read.
Yes.
You would love whatever suggestions he has. 2, everything you just said is something that I have been striving so hard to do. And I've been in the same mode that you have been in, like saying, because look, and this goes into kind of what we want to talk about eventually on another episode too, is for me, I have very like an ebb and flow emotional state, right? And there's times I get into a very depressive state and I have the same mentality where I'm like, I'm just too tired. I just want 1 more hour of sleep, right? The only way that I got out of that was to completely rearrange my mentality of thinking, right? And it wasn't that I cannot say I'm tired because I'm going to be tired every day.
Yeah.
I have to choose to get up tired regardless. And it's discipline. It's not being more like motivated. I hate the term motivation because to be honest with you, in my mind, motivation doesn't exist. I could be motivated to wake up at 6 a.m., but if I don't wake up at 6 a.m., if I physically don't get up out of the bed, then where's my motivation? I have it in my head. It's hypothetical. It's in my head. But if you don't have the discipline to get up at 6, I don't care if I only got 3 hours of sleep. I don't care if I woke up 15 times. I don't care if I'm feeling sick or I'm on my period. I still have to get up and do it. How did people back in the 1800s do it when they had to go to war? They had to get up for war. They had to go to work. They got up and they did it, right? Like, you literally just have to change your mindset to like, I have to get up and to do it. And once you get used to like, I'm getting up no matter what, it's like this badass feeling you get of like, wow, my depression's gone, completely gone. And that's how I got out of it. Yeah. And that's something I really do want to talk about on the next episode maybe is a lot of people expect, I don't want to say this in a negative way, but some people expect kind of a pity conversation when you talk about like, I've been feeling depressed lately. Okay, well, are you working out? Are you eating well? What time are you waking up? What time are you going to bed? Are you staying up till 2 a.m. binge watching Love Island? And like,
what are you consuming?
What do you expect, right? Yeah. Obviously, some women just struggle differently chemically. Like maybe you do have a chemical imbalance you need to help with medication. And I'm not looking down upon that. I'm saying in my experience, I wasn't doing the things to have the discipline to get up on time, right? I was going to bed late. I was eating shitty. I wasn't going to the gym, doing what I needed to do. And changing that, it was like a light switch. Literally every one of my mental fog problems went away. Yeah. So that is such a goal of mine. Look, and it's tomorrow. Yeah. No, yeah. Let's get up and go running tomorrow. I don't care how tired we are. I don't care how many shots we take tomorrow.
Let's do it. Tonight. I'm down. If I have to,
it's all about discipline.
No, it is, and I know that. And I think one of the hardest things for me, and I've actually like struggled with it the last few months, and it's hard. It's like, you guys know I've competed. I've done the discipline. I've done it all. So one of the things that's like so upsetting, it's like, I know all that, but getting myself there for some reason this year has been tough. And now like it sometimes you just have to go through it until you're fucking tired, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being like making excuses or I'm too tired. Chris literally, we had this conversation last night, said the exact same thing. It's like, it doesn't fucking matter how tired you are. You fucking get up and you do it. And you know that. And I'm just like, and it's so upsetting more than anything when your significant other's like, what happened to you?
Aww.
He's like, why? Like, you used to not think this way. Like, you used to, like, just do it. And I don't want to cry right now, but I'm like, I know. Like, I know everything you're saying, and I understand that it takes discipline, and I can't keep blaming my hormones for being tired. Like, I just need to do it. It's just really upsetting that I'm not. And he was like, well, you have to get tired enough to where you're at to start doing it. And I feel like now I'm in this position where I'm like, I'm tired because I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of feeling like inadequate, and I feel inadequate because I'm not doing what needs to be done. And so if I need to wake up earlier to have those 2 extra hours, then I need to get up early and do those 2 extra hours. Because he said that. He's like, you're waking up at 10:30, babe, and you feel like your day is gone because you do have a lot on your plate. But you also need to spend time. Like, he's a big advocate on me. Like, he's like, you need to meditate. You're not meditating. You are someone who needs to meditate. You are in your mind way too much all the freaking time. You need to sit down with your thoughts and think about, like, your day, what you need to work on, what you accomplished today. Like, you need to start doing that. And I agree with him. But it's just been, like, this funk that I've been in. So 2025, like, on my vision board, that's why I put, like, I need to really, like, if I want to become this boss woman, which I did this year, but now I want to, like, be, like, dig a little deeper and be more of that, I need to do the things that this person does. Does she wake up at fucking 10 a.m.? No, she wakes up at, I'm not saying I want to wake up at 5 or even 6. I'm like 7. She wakes up at 7. She gets up, she does her skincare routine in the morning, and then she goes and gets ready for her class, or she goes and gets ready to walk. And I was even saying, like, maybe I go on the treadmill for 30 minutes, get my steps in, and I'm also, like, listening to an audiobook that's going to teach me my management skills, because it's something I do like to learn. But it's like, oh, I don't have time to read. I don't have the time to read. I'm like, okay, well, this is a good way of getting that knowledge in while I'm getting my steps in. Yeah. So it's just doing those things. But I know being someone, it can be hard to do it. Yeah. You just got to, like you said, you got to fucking do it.
You do.
You have to get tired enough with yourself where you're like, you just need to do it, bitch.
But also give yourself some grace because listen, like I just said, but there's an aspect of dealing with a chemical imbalance at the same time. You have to understand, like, your progesterone levels being off. You ran out of your supplement for it. You have to recognize your energy might not be there on a chemical level. Like, your body just doesn't have it because it's not at its normal balance of supplements that it needs. So at the same time, like, you might just be struggling a little bit with that. So don't kill yourself trying to say, like, I'm not good enough or I'm not waking up. Like, once you get all of that figured out too, then you can kind of push yourself a bit more, but don't be so harsh on yourself, especially dealing with your
hormones,
your levels of hormones.
And I do have that conversation with Chris sometimes, because, like, obviously he's the person that's with me, but I don't think men will ever understand it.
No, they won't.
He won't. Even last night, I'm like, I feel like you don't understand it, and I'm like, and I'm not, like, I hate to use it as an excuse, I'm not putting it as an excuse, I'm like, but you don't feel what I feel, and, like, and as much as I want to push through sometimes, like, it's, like, this tiredness that overwhelms me, and, like, he's very, like, you don't even need, you just need 5 hours of sleep and you're good, and I'm like, no. As women, we need more. Like, you're not understanding that. He's like, no. You should be able to work it with 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I'm like,
no.
I don't understand why you're being so stubborn on that. Like, everyone's different. And I feel like for me, like, I need to have at least 8 hours of sleep in order to feel well.
I literally yesterday read a study. I wish I had known this. Yeah. You were thinking this. I read a study. I swear I'll find it and send it to you. I read a study that was made on women versus men, and it said women scientifically need more sleep than men because we use our brain capacity 3 times as more than men do. So I'm just saying that's science.
Yes, okay? That's science.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. As women, we need at more. At least 8 hours of sleep.
I feel like my mind is always working, and my man is just chill. I mean, he's working too, but
Blake is the same way. He could thrive on 5 hours, and he's okay.
Yeah.
No, not me.
No. I'm like, I'm exhausted come midday. Mm-hmm. And then you want to fuck? I'm like, hell no. Hell no. I'm tired. tired. And that's the thing with women. It's like, if we get to that point where we're so tired and we're going, like, your sex drive drops, everything drops, because you literally don't have the mental capacity to deal with another thing, because you're already dealing with so much on low sleep. Like,
And then imagine throwing kids into the mix.
I actually was thinking that. I literally don't know how you women do it. I applaud you guys. Literally, I bow my head to the entrepreneur women who do it. Because
Seriously.
I need to know what you do. I literally need, you know what, girls? Like, if you are a mom and you are an entrepreneur, I need you to send in your tips so we can read them out loud to people, the girls.
Yeah.
Like, send in, DM us your tips, because I would love to do an episode. Like, what are the tips that get you through the day? Like, your little, like, I don't know, your little quirks that you do, or your little things that just, like, give you that boost. Like, I need to know.
They're like Benadryl.
I don't know. I applaud women because, like, it's a lot. Like,
So much.
it's a lot. Like, every time, like, I watched Mia the other day again, this girl did not want a nap. And I'm like, baby girl, I need a nap.
I need you
She's
to
like,
nap.
no, Nina, I don't want a nap. And I'm like, of course you, and then we take her to Target, and of course on the way back from Target, she's falling asleep in the car. And I'm like, why couldn't you fall asleep for like 10 minutes with me? Like, I just needed to close my eyes a little bit. It's a lot. So I applaud women who do it. Do you have anything else
Absolutely.
this year that you want to work on?
Oh, everything you said.
Yeah.
Everything you said. I think, like, with the wedding coming up literally in like 80 days, I am so ready for this year, because I'm ready to, like, not get it over with, but it's just been very stressful.
I was about to say.
And so I'm so looking forward to it. I cannot wait, but I'm also ready to be like, whew.
Whew. Yeah, I was about to say, you have all this, like,
Anticipation.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, like, building up to your
Yes,
wedding day. So I
yeah.
can only imagine, like, I'm sure for you, like, a lot of your thoughts are like, oh, wedding, and then trying to balance everything. So
And balancing everything else is the hardest part, because I have, like, regular life going on, and then I have, like, this wedding mode of,
Yeah.
like, wedding part of my life that no one sees.
Yeah.
And it's like I have to balance everything plus a wedding plus, like, friends, babies, you know, showers and
Yeah.
and parties and birthdays and every other, like, thing. Life still continues, right?
Yeah.
And I still have all this another life going on, basically.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Like, we're almost there.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited. And I've never, like, looked forward to a year.
no,
Usually I dread it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I dread getting older. Like, I'm turning 26, and I'm like, if I think about it too long, I could literally cry, because then in my mind, I always felt like I was gonna have kids and be, like, good by, like, 23.
Yeah.
I swear.
Everyone thinks
so,
that.
right? And I just, yeah, so I'm not trying to, but I'm, like, whisking over my birthday because I'm so excited for the wedding. So
Yeah.
I'm just ready. I'm really looking forward to this year.
No, I'm really looking forward to this year, and I feel like a few weeks ago, I was like, oh my God, this year was so hard financially for us, and it was, but last night I was going through, like, because I got a new phone literally in October, so, and my photos didn't transfer over, because of course, like, I'm not transferring 20,000 photos to this new phone. So I had my other one, and I turned it on last night because I wanted to put some new old photos on this phone. And I was, like, going through the year, and I was like, we had such an amazing year. Regardless of the challenges we faced, I'm like, we did so much. We traveled to the Dark Sport event. We went to Japan. I went to San Miguel de Allende with my family. I'm like, we did I had so many, like, friend things that we did. I'm like, yeah, we had a lot of struggle this year, but we also had a lot of great moments. So, like, sometimes you just got to look back, because we're so easy to, like, forget all the good times sometimes, or at least I am, because my, like, stress takes over. And I'm like, it was really good to see, like, all the good that we did this year, like, all the fun we had and, like, the good moments we had. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm really grateful for 2024, and I'm really excited for 2025. Do I think it's going to be easier? I don't think it's going to be easier. I think it's going to be challenging in its new way. But, like, I'm like, I think 2024, I wasn't prepared for it. I was like, oh, it's going to be a great year. But in my mind, I was like, great, easy. Now I'm like, it's going to be a great 2025, but it's going to have its hardships. So I just need to make sure that I prepare myself for those hardships, you know? So I'm excited.
Me too.
Gabby, you got any things you want to work on?
Honestly, I feel like we can all relate to what you said earlier. Just being consistent, gym, work,
Right?
and just what you said just now. I feel like 2025 is not going to be easy, but it's a new year, new new beginnings.
She's got her mobile tanning business, guys.
Yeah, go get your tan.
Go get your tans. I fucking ruined mine in class today. I was so excited. I'm like, I need you to tan me for New Year's. And she did, and I looked so good. And in class today, I was sweating so much, and I like scraped some of the tan off.
You can just put foundation.
Yeah, I didn't put any right now. I'm gonna put some tanner on it a little bit and like let it soak. But
you look super tan.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
Yeah, I love when I look this tan, girl.
You
it
look
spoils
so good.
me. I'm like, I want to look like this all the time. But yeah, guys, it's an exciting 2025. I'm really excited for what the pod has too. I put on my vision board. I'll show you real quick. I put because I have.
While you're looking it up, I did want to say I'm so grateful to all the girls who comment. I look at every comment, but I had so many personal DMs that you guys sent me telling me some remedies that you thought of for my neck pain, and I'm gonna look into it. One,
that's
I wish
awesome.
I wish I had her name, but one girl sent in something her husband did, and it's like basically like I want to say it's like peptides or something, and she said it was like injections, and it was amazing. It completely took his pain away. So I'm going to personally look into that, and you guys sent me so many good remedies for at home, and I'm just like so grateful because I feel like we almost have a community to where we can come on here and talk about like, you guys send us in this and send us in that, give me suggestions, and you guys really do, and you guys listen, and I just think it's so sweet.
It's so sweet,
and,
yeah.
And then I read today a comment on our bonus episode we did of we listen and we don't judge, and someone was like, wait, no, I actually love Hannah.
Okay. No, I've gotten so many people like that I actually have talked to in person have loved you. They're like, I think, and thankfully every single one of my friends has been like, she's been a great addition.
Oh, that's
so it's
sweet.
been really cool. Not any of them have been like, I don't know, babe. Like, I think the only feedback that I got was to try to balance the motivational with the sexual talks,
for sure,
which we talked about. But they were like, that's the only feedback that I could give. Like, I really enjoy you two together, and they're like, I literally have the best time because I'm listening and laughing at you guys. So it's been really great. Okay, so on the vision board, I put our picture, and then I have this like. This vanity, like this, not a vanity, this sink with like all sorts of makeup and shoes and stuff, which I thought it was cute, like all the girly stuff.
Red bottom?
Like, I don't know if they're red bottom. I think they're Valentinos. But then I have the power to make an impact. So I put that there because I felt like it's a reminder that like we have this platform and we're here to like make an impact. And like we've said, like the whole purpose of us is like to have these girl talks, but like I hope they take something good out of this, right? Like, or, you know, if they didn't hear about something, now they know, they're a little bit more knowledgeable on it or whatever. Or like maybe it's the movie recs, because I love movie recs. I'm like, what's good to watch this time? Because when I used to listen to other podcasts, I'm like, oh, they said this show, and sometimes it'd be good, but I love movie recs and things like that. So whatever it is that you guys need, we hope we're giving it to you. And we're here, like we've said before, to talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. So if you guys want to have some suggestions, write them in. But I really do want to hear from you mamas and let us know what you guys are going to do this upcoming year to help yourselves balance a little bit more of the wife duties with your own duties, with your kids' duties, because it's a lot of duties.
Yes.
A lot.
I have so many of my girlfriends who have kids, and I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
I commend them, and seeing them grow into such amazing mothers too, and balance life and balance still making time to work on your friendships and stuff. It's just incredible how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. So
we will talk about that.
Yeah.
We also had a suggestion to bring on the guys.
Okay.
So I think at some point we should definitely do
bring
that.
them on.
Yeah.
We can do some challenges.
Yeah.
That'd be fun too for the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you guys enjoy. Well, no, when you're listeing to this,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It'll be Happy New Year. We're excited to bring a lot of good things to you guys. So we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
I'm literally just a girl.